Hello, my friends. It's morning Saturday. Usually I'm recording in the evening. Happened that it's in the morning and I will have to run to work after I will post it. Congratulations, everyone. You are getting your package, stimulus package. In one video I said a long time ago that it will be in the spring. March is coming tomorrow, so you will get it. And tomorrow as well is a big day for CPAC. The king of the drama is going to speak tomorrow, and Mitch McConnell was sent away, so we can only imagine what the situation will be. I call him King Drama King, so I think my expectations are that there will be a lot of to talk about for weeks. He wants to create a lot of chaos. What is it? I can see the cards. Okay. So that will be something that people will be okay. And the vision that I had before, it was that they will be digging the big hole for the tree, and I said they will plant the tree in the spring for the stimulus package. That's what's happening. Okay, thank you everyone for sending me questions, and thank you for your likes and for subscribing. Sandra D, like from the movie. Sandra D is asking the questionnaire. Will Don Don ever pay for his crimes? And eventually the ink wouldn't even dry. They will have to take him to the jail, but it will take time. Don't expect that he will be treated the same way as anyone else. They will be taking, and it's a blotting paper, soft paper that was used for drying ink. So the vision was that eventually he will have to pay the price for cheating. And with the money, that card is double meaning, going to the top, but as well cheating. He will be feeling like he's backstabbing, but he's backstabbing himself. And Knight of Love will be probably taking care of it, so eventually he will have to pay the fiddler. Thank you guys. J. Cherie S. Will Texas turn blue? And I saw mostly blue, but there will be red patches and some white. And Deborah W. How will Texas react to power outages? And a lot of chaos, and that will be the way. They will be changing into a blue. They will be upset. They will remember what was done to them, and they will have to start a new adventure. Everyone will be frustrated with the old, and they would like something new. They will be walking on the eggshells. They need to restore the different way for the power. Come on, I'm in Alberta. We have freezing temperature far lower, and we are surviving. So this is possible to control those places that they have to be prepared for the colder weather. It's not that you are living in Sahara that you will never have snow. Maybe even in Sahara you might have it. So that will be legal things that the government will have to push on Texas and start doing differently, because you can't let people to freeze to death. Sharon P. Thank you, Sharon. Will Matthew McConaughey, the famous actor, good looking, became a Texas politician. And I saw a lot of spots on him. I know he feels very privileged. He wrote a book, Green Light, so he thinks in the life he's always getting somehow luck to drive on the green light. We don't like when the red light is stopping us. And in this book he wrote about his one of his adventures when he was young, much younger, in his 30s, I think. And he said that he was walking the way that God created him in the morning and singing and making noise. So some neighbors, without the sense of humor, call for the police. And even when police came to his apartment, they saw the drugs on the table, and then he refused to put the clothes. Eventually, when he was in jail, they told him, put the clothes on, because the big guy is looking at him and telling him, you better listen, otherwise you might be. So will he be candidate for party? He's doing a lot of good things right now, collecting money for people who suffered during the freezing times. Oh, the life will be so much fun with him. The cows can jump over the head. He has so much sense of humor as a politician. Will be fun. Queen of security. I think on his place there will be some woman that will take his seat, because there is so many dirty tricks that they can pull against him, and maybe even his wife wouldn't like him to go and expose himself again. If I would be a neighbor, I would probably look with binoculars and see what the equipment this boy has. I'm just kidding. My age, I can only look. Natalie, will justice be done regarding to Louis DeJoy? And he's at the edge of the cliff, so it's just a little push and he is going to land it. Biden already is choosing people who will have power to remove him, because apparently president has no power to remove him. Okay, yeah, nice surprise for Mr. DeJoy. And end of one paragraph of his life and start anew. And someone more decent will be chosen, someone who has better values, who is more able to know how to improve everything. So he will be a good communicator, and he will have better quality of running the post office. Thank you for your questions. Linda H. How it is that when you close your eyes and have the vision like that, I see vision. She is seeing visions, but they are comes and goes. And the trick is to harness them. With me, I started when I was a teenager. I remember that night I was so scared. Next day I had English exam, and I was praying over and over that I want to pass the exam. If I will pass the exam, I just wanted to know. Instead of studying, I was praying and praying. And eventually I saw a vision. Jesus was in the cloud. I was standing on my balcony, and Jesus was above the park from my balcony, and he's pulling his hands through the clouds. And I knew that the meaning that, okay, I'm accepting you, you will be fine, feel protected. The next day when I was walking to school, I thought, oh, how wonderful. I know I will pass. And I did. And since that day, my English improved. Not that it was any good, but somehow I was able to go with it. And I was not shy talking with customers because as a practice, we had once a week practice in a hotel. So I was receptionist in a hotel for those once a week. And I was happy to chat with people. My broken English, but I still was learning. And of course, I want to experience that, repeat that experience, because I thought, oh, how wonderful. I was very religious that time. I was after school every day at the church praying. So, no, I didn't see Jesus anymore in my visions, but that that experience I painted on a picture many years later, except that I put Jesus behind the glass, because it's not easy for Jesus to reach people. We are making so many words, so many things, so I thought that way I can explain how he feels reaching towards us. And because I wanted to know different questions that was bothering me, and friends were asking me when they discovered that I can. But I had to spend one night for one question. And again, I had to do the mantra, like praying. I knew that my brain is going in that different waves. And because I have water diabetes, which is called insipidus diabetes, not connected with sugar diabetes. Don't even think about this. It's completely different animal. It doesn't hurt me, actually. There is a lot of blessing with it, because I'm drinking a lot of fluids, 4 liters 24 hours. And you can't stop yourself, because then I will be sick. But when I'm drinking, I have to run to the washroom. So I never slept in my life whole night, because I have 2-3 trips to the bathroom. And after you're coming to bed, you know how hard it is for sleep, and especially if something is on your mind. So to this day, I'm taking this, okay, relax, don't fight that you can't fall asleep, because you will be fighting and you will not fall asleep. So just accept the fact that you can't fall asleep and take this as a blessing and meditate. And that's how I was shortening the time. I was always expecting that I will have answer as a picture, and it was coming. So you can try it. I'm not telling you to don't sleep in the night and don't drink if you don't have to, because no fun running in the bathroom. But if someone has that condition, please always make sure that you are drinking fluids. Don't stop yourself, because you will have a bladder infection. My bladder is perfect, my kidneys are perfect, but I'm drinking always the amount that I feel I need it. So that's the way and now it came short, the time shortened, because I'm expecting to see, and I know how to calm my brain to some waves, beta, whatever. it's giving me that split when people are counting, or it's kind of, it's like hypnosis. You go, buch, bach. So that's my kind of secret. Donna O. Will Jill Biden put back the rose garden? And she's already talking with the gardener how to return the garden her way. It's not that she's going to copy Jackie Onassis, and definitely not Melania. So she will make some changes, and it's a rose garden. It should have roses. And will Joe Biden plant some? Yeah, she will be, okay, very successful gardener, very bossy, very, I know everything. And I think she will be feeling like mother of the garden. Actually, it will be for Biden's both. The name, it will be both of their names, and for nice and secure, so it's not causing any fires or any damage to anyone's clothes when they are passing by. Irene L. What will happen to Andrew Cuomo, the New York governor? And he is sued by District of New York. Well, not sued. He is investigated yet. Far away from being sued. And I saw him as a snow plower. And it's pushing the snow on the side. Snow is symbol of temporary problems because it's melting eventually. Pushing this on the side and being strong and forceful. Yes, he is that way. He's not not probably easy to be around. The same like Robert Mueller. He's not easy guy to live with because he don't listen. He listens, but he has his own way of dealing with stuff. And those men have enemies sometimes because they are strong. So I think he will push everything on the sides, and he will be able to tell people, I did what I thought that I have to do it. What could I do if the old people who get out of the hospital, they were taken from the nursing homes and I put them back in those nursing homes. That's my kind of feeling, that somehow he will get away. And about Andrew Cuomo. His brother is getting gray, Chris Cuomo. Yes, he was sharing everything with us. No one was even thinking about complaining about him. He was, doing what he was, his values were from the past, and he thinks that he was doing good choices. In his mind, he was doing best choices that he could do. So he didn't want to hurt anyone. He didn't want to be nasty to any old people. It's happened that he was not successful. But maybe they should start investigating Don for those children who were separated from parents, for those people who died in the huge amount of numbers, 500,000 people, because of his neglection. So maybe that will be better money spent if they will start going for the right guy. Alisa R. What will the long-term future be for the stock market? And I saw book. So it is up and downs. I believe that gold and silver will be going up, especially silver. But like bitcoins, it costs now $50,000. And And when I'm talking with some people who are betting on Wall Street, they say, I'm staying away. And in the program, some of those famous trade makers, they are saying, I don't know enough about that. I'm not going to invest my money. And Elon Musk, the owner of you know, he owns there's cars, electric cars. He lost in one day $15 billion. He was for a few days the richest man alive in the world, but Bitcoin pulled him down, 15 billion in one day. So I would be very cautious with the Bitcoin, and if we don't know origins, where it started, who started, anything about this, I will be not advising anyone to be. That's my feeling. You don't have to listen, and it's just my feeling. But how will be the, and you can't predict because there is so many different things, so there is impossible to know. And the Wall Street, its stock market is completely disconnected with what's going on in the country. So don't play too much with it, just be careful. Lola H. When do you see Canadian-US border being open? And I had the feeling maybe somewhere after August. That was my feeling. But end of the year, probably. Queen of Love. When the doctors will tell us that everything is secure, we have to lean on each country, and we are so worried because now USA will have more vaccinated people than Canada, so they might not want to open towards us before we didn't want to be open to USA. I'm from Canada, by the way, if someone is watching me. Mary KD. I'm from Poland, but I'm living in Canada. Mary KD. Will condition in New York City improve with the new mayor? And it will be wavy. It's not going to be that much of a difference. It's like very watery. The sun will be shining on New York, so that the people will feel very happy. They will start looking from different point of view, so rejuvenating themselves, symbol of rejuvenation, but they will still have moments of crying about things, so there will be up and down. And we will do our regular prayer. Okay. I want to pray for safety of State of Union, because there is so many stories going on and coming to the surface that London's people wants to reboost themselves and go after State of the Union, and something about 3rd of March. They believe that Dondon will be re-elected. So please send them the good brain so that they don't do anything crazy. They will start accepting facts, not the reality that they are living in. So we have to pray that there will be peace and love and freedom, and people will be thinking about regular things now that they will have some support from the government, that maybe in the future they will receive some more money, like basic wage, for those ones who are working for nothing, that must be so hard. And that everyone will stay healthy from now on, and that there will be control over the illnesses. And we want to pray for people who are vulnerable and unhappy and suffering from depression. Create the invisible energy circle and bring the umbrella of peacefulness. We love you guys. Thank you for watching me. And thank you for subscribing.